What is up, guys? We're here at CES 2024 hanging out with InWin, and we have some of their new cases. And we're going to start here with the F5, which is their full tower case. And as you can see, we have a very sleek and sophisticated look. I'm definitely a big fan of that with the awesome InWin logo. Just looks awesome overall. Now, of course, we have a tempered glass side panel to show off our system, but like all new cases these days, extremely easy to go ahead and take off there. Now, if we look inside, we do have support for extended ATX motherboards, but on top of that, we have support for motherboards that have the connections on the back of the board, which is really awesome. So things like Asus's BTF series will be supported in this case. Now, moving up, we have our cooling up here, which is very reminiscent of InWin's 303 series, except this time we do have support for up to a 420 millimeter radiator up there, which is really awesome. Moving down to our graphics card, you can see that we have it in a vertical orientation, but you can go ahead and put it in the normal orientation as well. And this support bracket will be included with the case. In the front, we have support for two 140 millimeter fans or 280 millimeter radiator, and a 140 millimeter fan will be supported on the back. Now, going ahead and moving over from the black version to the white version, I'm a big fan of the white version here, of course, with the wood accents. It just looks awesome. Huge fan. Now, moving to the inside of this one, because we don't have any hardware, gives you a better idea of the layout here. So again, power supply and cooling in the top, and then our motherboard here with the openings for, again, the boards that have the connections on the back. Now, the white version and the black version will be priced differently. So $149 for the black version, $169 for the white version, available end of January, early February. Moving on, we have the D5, which is a slightly smaller case, highly ventilated case, especially for InWin. So fully ventilated front panel, as well as our top panel here. If you're wanting to know what you can fit in the front, you can actually do up to a 360 millimeter radiator or three 140 millimeter fans. Same thing with the top, support for up to a 360 millimeter radiator. Of course, we have our tempered glass side panel here. And just like, again, all new cases, you just pop it off. It's extremely easy to do. As far as motherboard support, you will have support for up to extended ATX motherboards, long graphics cards, as you can see, and that expansion slot bracket can be rotated if you did want to do a vertical orientation. And we do have storage down here, support for up to 3 hard drives in this case as well. Now, they're shooting for this one to be available in February, and the price is going to be pretty awesome at only $119. Moving on, we have the ModFree Mini, which can be used as a standalone system, or you can attach it to any ModFree chassis that InWin offers. Now, we have the Timber Edition, and you can kind of guess why they're calling it Timber. You have this awesome wood accent here on both side panels, and you have a little accent up here at the top with that InWin logo. Now, this being a mod-free chassis, it can easily be opened up here as well. So we'll open the main side panel, and these just pop off. Like, it's incredibly easy how these go ahead and pop off here. And inside, all we have room for is our mini ITX motherboard and a full-size power supply, so no graphics card support. So if you were going to do this as a standalone system, it's going to be something like a home theater PC or something like a kind of lower power gaming system that does have your integrated graphics. Now, moving over to the opposite side here, this, again, side panel pops off. We do have some room for a storage, so one 2.5-inch drive right there that will be supported there. But this is a cool little system. I love the wood design. They will be offering some other designs. So we have a couple different ones for the front panel. So we have this sort of like frosted acrylic here. And then we have the glass as well. But a bunch of different ones will be coming out. And again, this kind of colored design will go through the entire chassis. So you will get side panels that will match these as well. Now, the Timber Edition that you see here, that's going to be $219.99. Finally, we have the POC 1, which is a new version of InWin's original POC. And if you remember that, that was their flat pack case that you actually had to bend yourself. And a lot of people didn't want to bend the case. They were kind of afraid to go ahead and do that. So InWin has come up with a really cool idea with these sort of rubber hinges that allows you to put all of the different pieces of the case together. So this is what the case is going to look like. And pretty much most of the case is going to be made of this aluminum. And again, you put it all together yourself. It's kind of like a really cool building experience. And then this is what it's going to end up looking like. And as you can see, all the way together here, we do have support for mini ITX motherboards, full-size graphics cards in here. And we do have that acrylic section, which I'll move over right here. And you can kind of see what all fits inside here. But it is a really cool way to sort of build a computer, and not just build a computer, but build the case yourself. Really cool. I like it. Sort of like a learning experience or something you can do with friends or father-son type of thing. Now, this is going to be selling for $239.99.